How is it going, YouTube? So this is my motorized bicycle. It's a Mongoose Mack. I've had it probably for about 4 years now. It's got the possibly cheapest Chinese motor that you could possibly find on eBay on it. It's been upgraded though a little bit. Guess we'll start from the front that I've upgraded. The brake lever here, dual brake lever. It's also got a cable on it and a lock button. I love the lock button because it keeps the wheels spinning and it keeps the kickstand working 100%. The CSC throttle right here, it's a piece of crap. The metal bracket right here is pretty decent, but the bar piece right here, the little round piece that the bar slides into, is just held in by little ribs, and it's just pressure that holds it in place. Cell phone holder, key, show the voltage. I don't have a battery hooked up right now because I'm going to tear the bike apart before too long and I'll hardly ever use it. Headlights, bright, low beams, and strobe. Different clutch lever than the default one. It needs a little bit of tinkering work with the lever here because it goes back too far. Put on a blinker switch. The blinkers is the wires all ran for it already and everything. Got your horn here and your headlights on and off. My kill switch is over here. I was gonna wire it up to the key, but I wanted the electrical system to be different, be separate from the lights if I wanted to kill the engine and keep the lights on and stuff. So got a upgraded CDI here. I just put this on the other day because I thought my CDI or my magneto was going bad or something, and I tested the voltage on everything and it was fine. It turns out that I had bad fuel in here that went bad over 2 days. So one bad thing about these cheap Chinese motor is these bolts. They strip out and they break so easy. I replaced all of mine already with Allen bolts, just about, except for the intake and exhaust and the case screws. They need to be replaced, but it's no big deal. I don't take the exhaust on and off very often. I don't take the intake off on and off very often. So this clutch bar has been replaced because the old one wore out, and I'd recommend probably one with the curve on it. That way you just got better leverage. This is probably the best tensioner that I've tried the different ones, the slide up ones, and the ones that go right here on the bar. I guess you could put it up here, but they're horrible. The spring tensioner is where it's at. It keeps pressure on your chain the whole time, so you don't have that bouncing and stuff. Sprocket back here, I added on to the where the brake mounts, and I just put some washers between there to space it out. There's one washer between the brake and the frame because it barely makes it right there. See, what else do we have? I've upgraded the carb. Lost my filter the other day. I don't know where I lost it at, but this carb's alright. I mean, the carb that comes on it ain't bad. You might need to change the jets on it, get a better filter, but I mean, they're all pretty much about the same. Let's see, what else we got? In the back here, we got our box. It's got our fuses and our relay. Got one relay for the headlights and one relay that's for the whole power system, pretty much. And then everything else is just ran off of fuses, the horn, and the other switches and stuff like that is just ran off of fuses. They don't pull enough to need a relay or anything like that. And then regulator for the power coming from my generator from the motor. I'll get to that in a second. Blinker switch, relay, whatever you want to call it. So I had a power wire that was running, which is what this went to. Went right here to a generator. But the generators you can buy off of eBay, and I think Bikeberry's got them. They just got one little thin piece of metal, and it's just stuck in on the ends of it, and just taped together. And it's cheaply made, comes apart real easy. And it ended up, after riding it for probably 3 weeks to a month, the little arms that it connects to on the side came loose, and it just pulled the stator into the magnet here and just ate it up. And then my motor wouldn't even crank up until I took it off and everything. There was no fixing it, replacing it. I just found a new one on eBay though that seems like it's way better quality. I'm gonna test that out. I want to see how that does. Exhaust, the default exhaust, and I just took the baffle off the end of it. It seems to work the best for me. This flex exhaust, it gives you more torque, but you lose your top speed. It's good, I guess, if you was up where there's a little bit more hills. I'm in Florida. There's hardly any hills here. And that's pretty much it.
Look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.